Hello and welcome to another exciting class on ExamPadi. Our topic today is angles, and in this lesson we will 1. Describe how to measure angles. 2. State the properties of these angles. 3. Identify different types of angles. And 4. Solve simple examples on angles. There are different types of angles. As the angle increases, the name changes. This image shows the different types of angles and their description. Acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. A right angle is an angle that is exactly 90 degrees. Obtuse angle is an angle greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Straight angle, which we can also call an angle on a straight line, is exactly 180 degrees. Reflex angle is an angle greater than 180 degrees, and full rotation, that is angle at a point, is exactly 360 degrees. Supplementary angles. Two angles are supplementary when they add up to 180 degrees. They don't have to be next to each other, just so long as the total is 180 degrees. Examples: 60 degrees and 120 degrees are supplementary angles, in as much as if you add 60 plus 120, it gives 180 degrees. 93 degrees and 87 degrees are supplementary angles. Complementary angles. Two angles are complementary when they add up to 90 degrees, that is, a right angle. They don't have to be next to each other, so long as the total is 90 degrees. Examples are 60 degrees and 30 degrees are complementary angles. 5 degrees and 85 degrees are complementary angles. How do we measure an angle? A protractor is a mathematical instrument used for measuring and drawing angles. Angles are measured in degrees. A protractor may be semicircular, that is 180 protractor, or circular, that is 360 degree protractor in shape. There are two types of scales shown on a protractor. One is clockwise and the other is anti-clockwise scale, as shown in the image. Example: measure angle AOB with your protractor. Solution: place the center point O of the protractor on the vertex, that is, where the two arms of the angle meet, in such a way that the zero line of the protractor coincides with line OA of the angle. You may need to extend lines OA and OB. Count down the numbers from the point B, as shown in the previous image. Read off the measurement from the inner scale to obtain 20. Identification of angles. When two lines meet at a point, they form an angle. An angle is defined as the amount that one line turns through to meet the other line. The point B, where the two lines AB and CB, is called the vertex. Lines AB and BC are called the arms of the angle. If the direction that is turning of a line is same as the direction of a clock, then such rotation is called clockwise rotation. If the direction is in the opposite direction, it is called an anti-clockwise or counterclockwise rotation. In the drawing above, the angle at point B can be expressed as ABC or B, or angle ABC or angle CBA. The properties of angles are as follows. Any line drawn across a set of parallel lines is referred to as a transversal. Angles are said to be supplementary if their sum gives two right angles. Angles are said to be complementary if their sum gives one right angle. When a transversal cuts across a set of parallel lines, we have the following three principles or laws of angles in display: corresponding angles, alternate angles, co-interior or allied angles. Note, corresponding angles are equal. alternate angles are equal, but co-interior or allied angles are supplementary. These three laws require parallelism. Vertically opposite angles. When two straight lines intersect, they form four angles. Two angles opposite each other are said to be vertically opposite. Vertically opposite angles are equal, hence angle XOU equals angle VOY, as seen in this image. What do you understand by adjacent angles on a straight line? In the diagram displayed, angle XOY is a straight line. Angle XOZ and angle YOZ lie next to each other and they are referred to as adjacent angles on a straight line. In other words, when two angles lie beside each other and have a common vertex, we say they are adjacent to each other. Since the sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degrees, angle XOZ plus angle YOZ equals 180 degrees. That is, A plus B equals 180 degrees. The sum of adjacent angles on a straight line is 180 degrees, as seen in this image. Note that adjacent angles are said to be a supplementary angle. Alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. In the diagram displayed, A is alternate to B and R is alternate to S. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. Note that angles X and Y are called corresponding angles, while angles P and Q are called corresponding angles. Therefore, when a transversal cut parallel lines, then corresponding angles formed are equal. Let's look into identifying angles at a point. The sum of angles at a point is 360 degrees. In the diagram displayed, all the lines intersect at a point O. To find the total angle, add up all the angles and equate them to 360 degrees. A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F equals 360 degrees. Let's take a look at an example. Find the value of the lettered angle in the image displayed. Solution. Angle at a point equals 360 degrees. 70 plus 98 plus J equals 360. 168 degrees plus J equals 360 degrees. That is after summing up 70 plus 98. Subtract 168 from both sides. J equals 360 degrees minus 168 degrees. J equals 192 degrees. Note, from the activity above, your results should add up to 360 degrees. Identification of angles on a straight line. When a straight line stands on another straight line, two adjacent angles are formed. The sum of two adjacent angles in the images shown earlier is 180 degrees. Example, find the value of x in the image displayed. Solution. X degree plus 89 degrees equals 180 degrees, that is, angle on a straight line. Collecting like terms, x degree equals 180 degrees minus 89 degrees. X equals 91 degrees. Let's take a look at another example. Find the value of an unknown angle in the image. Solution. 35 degrees plus P equals 180 degrees. Angle on a straight line. P equals 180 degrees minus 35 degrees. P equals 145 degrees. How do we calculate the sum of angles in a triangle? The sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. To show this, draw line LM through the top vertex of the triangle, parallel to the base BC. Label each angle as shown in this image. From the image displayed earlier, B equals D is an alternate angle. C equals E is an alternate angle. But D plus A plus E equals 180 degrees. That is, sum of angles on a straight line. since D plus E equals B plus C, hence A plus B plus C equals D plus A plus E equals 180 degrees. Thus, the sum of angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. Let's take an example to find out. Find the size of an angle X in this triangle. Solution: X plus 64 degrees plus 88 degrees equals 180 degrees. That is, sum of angles in a triangle. Adding 64 degrees plus 88 degrees, that gives X plus 152 degrees equals 180 degrees. Collecting like terms, we have X equals 180 degrees minus 152 degrees. And our answer is X equals 28 degrees. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Attempt these questions to assess yourself. 1. Find the angle that is complementary to A. 75 degrees, B. 105 degrees. 2. Classify each of the following angles into its appropriate type: A. 125 degrees, B. 198 degrees, and C. 86 degrees. 3. Draw an angle of 110 degrees with a protractor. And 4. Find the complement and supplement of the following angles: 1. 63 degrees, 2. 124 degrees, 3. 135 degrees, 4. 13 degrees, 5. 154 degrees, 6. 28 degrees, 7. 32 degrees, and 8. 51 degrees. Thank you for learning about angles with me. See you in our next video. Keep learning. Bye.